with you. This infra come railways come capex push. Uh, Likely in the budget we might see a taper, but plenty still in terms of the pipeline of orders which need to come through, and therefore this space may well be in focus. Any favorites within this pack that you like?
Good morning, Harsh. Good morning, everyone. So, looking at the railway infra, still there is no sign of buying interest in this segment. Still, most of the stocks are still, showing weakness. But looking at the Ahluwalia contract, yes, this stock is now penetrating to its falling trend line on the monthly chart. So, any breakout above 980, 990 zone can extend the further more pullback action, and then possible extension of this pullback can be there around 1040, 1050 also. uh, since last couple of months stock is in consolidation range, so 980, 990 needs to watch closely. If breakout happens, then one can initiate long with stop loss of 940. But rest other infra stocks from the railway baskets are still in the negative zone. There is no sign of recovery. Stock like IRFC, Econ, or other stocks are still in the negative zone only. So I think there is no as such buying interest ahead of budget for this space. So very few pocket where we are seeing some buying interest is taking place. So I think uh, one stock that we like at this juncture is like uh, TexRail. That stock one can focus on as some recovery is taking place from the lower level. So if it's able to cross above 130, 35 zone, then some more pullback we could see towards 145 to 150 zone. So TexRail one can focus on.
Marco Reid, in fact, that's a highlight coming in from Rajesh, and we are also going to be interacting with the management later today, so that's going to make up for an interesting conversation. So stay tuned for that as well. But other than that, Rail Vikas Nigam in focus. They've received an order from Northeastern Railway worth 165 crore rupees. Texmaco, like we were talking about, has received a bunch of orders in the week gone by. Lots of exuberance once again being seen in the railway stocks. Kunal, is that reflecting on the charts as well? And anything that stands out to you?
Frankly, nothing on the railway stocks, because whether you look at IRCTC, whether you look at Titagarh, you look at RVNL, IRFC, etc. These stocks have been just about going through a drag, a corrective phase. It's like the market participants are not too much interested into buying these kind of stocks, which are generally momentum thrivers, because when there is a spate of momentum into the overall market, that's where these stocks they tend to find a lot more buyers. Right now, we are in the phase where the markets are a lot more choppy, sideways, no major trend emerging, and I think that's why you've seen many of the PSU names or the railway stocks, etc. I think these stocks have not found favor for themselves. The only one which is still looking very strong on the charts relatively, I think, has been Titagarh. The stock, I think, if I'm not wrong, broadly holding on to that 785, 790 kind of a range for itself in the near term. So that's the only one which is looking relatively strong as compared to the other peers. But then, as I said, with the momentum lacking for the entire sector, it doesn't make sense to go for a trading bet even at current levels.
Okay, so that's on the railway counters, not looking very attractive right now. But Kunal, what about your picks from the mid-cap end of the basket? Anything looking good from the broader end?
So yeah, I think there are a set of stocks which are now starting to show signs of a breakout on the consumer side, and Voltas is one of them. Apparently, the stock yesterday came very close towards a breakout there, 1400 levels. So that 1390.95 kind of a breakout point for Voltas could probably be a point where the stock can go into a much more stronger revival. And in the last 3-4 days, it's almost been like a consecutive price uptick for Voltas at a point of time when the markets have been a lot more choppy and you don't see any major follow through. So a very differentiated kind of a chart which is emerging for Voltas in the near term. So we'll go for a buy over here. We'll suggest a buy with a target of 1430 and stop loss could be kept at 1375.
And Rajesh, what about you? Your ideas or anything that looks attractive that's popping up from the broader end of the market?
So two stock idea, one on the long side, one on the short side. So on the long side, Titan is looking attractive. The way stock is now negotiating with its previous swing high, we believe that there could be a breakout on the near term for Titan. So we are projecting target of 4,000 in the continuation of this up move. So one can buy Titan with stop loss of 3895. And on the short side, BDL is looking weak. Stock has already broken all its important and multiple support area on the daily, weekly time frame. So looking at the weakness on BDL, we are recommending here to go short in BDL. On the downside, we are projecting target of 1320. One can keep stop loss towards 1395 to go short in BDL future.
Okay, so those are some of the stocks that are looking good, and in fact also